This is really cool. I mean, growing up, uh, playing baseball for the city my whole life since I was a little kid. My dad coaching the whole time. I mean, it's Dimitri Young, going to Rio Mesa, and just being really good friends with my sister and my family. My parents, and just and then Delman and Dimitri, they coached the Camarillo baseball team, and they're millionaires, man. They did 10, 12 years in major leagues, and this is special. So that being said, I last week I walked over to the baseball stadium because Chico has always been known to have good a good college baseball team on our level. It's just one of our things, and so I walked over there just to kind of check it out, and they're having practice, and so I walk over, um, and I come in. I asked. There's this lady that kind of standing there watching practice. I go, hey, is it okay if I sit down and watch practice? I don't want to bother anybody. It's cool. She goes, yeah, that's fine. She's the head trainer, and she was great, man. She talked. We said once she heard my story. Um, yeah, she was great, and I was asking her questions about what she does. Yeah, she's awesome. And yeah, I went and sat down and watched the end of practice, and you know, um, yeah, it was cool to see the field and be there. It's such a good, and they're going to be back, I think, on the 28th. Coincidentally, is for a home game there because they're on the road in Monterey to play Monterey State and some other school um, but yeah, they'll be back the 28th with for a home game, which is actually the first day of Phi Tau alumni weekend. Um, but so after practice got done, they were like there's a guy that he can tell this he's one of those guys that's like their ultimate fan. Everybody knows him. Players were talk to him, coming up to him like super nice guy. When he came up to talk to me, um, and I said, "Hey man, um, who's the current coach?" And he goes, Dave Taylor. I go, oh, okay, it'd be nice to chat with a guy at some point. He goes, well, his office is right behind you. And he was like, go knock on the door. I go, well, I don't want to bother him. I go, nah, I go. He goes, just go do it. So I knock on the door. It's just wild. Dave Taylor. Dave opens the door. I tell him I'm an alumni and yada yada. And ends up he knows where I'm from. I'm from Camarillo. I went to Rio Mesa High School. Dave looks at me, coach looks at me and says, he goes, Nathan, you know where I'm from? I go, no. He goes, yeah, I grew up in Camarillo. He goes, you know what high school I went to? He goes, Rio Mesa, I'm class of 81. And we just fucking laughed, and he has me come into the office. He's busy as shit. We were dying. Like, he's such a nice guy, and he's you could tell he's a good coach. and, and he's like, I gotta give you a game hat because the those guys wear it's a black hat, and it's got for Chico. It's got like this. It's two C's, but they're kind of overlapping. It's like a red and white one. He goes, I gotta give you a game hat. What's your size? And we couldn't find the right one for. He goes, just get the fitted one. He gave it to me, but we just couldn't believe it. We just couldn't believe the connection. He's great, man. Yeah, it'll be fun to be here and go to the games and just sit in the stands and root for the guys. And they're, you know, it's baseball is my thing, man. Growing up a Dodger fan, and but yeah, yeah, he's like, I know Delman Young and Dimitri. He's like, I know them. Of course I do. we can we couldn't believe the connection. Like, he just, yeah, man. Dave's a fucking great guy. Uh, that was another just great moment being here. I was just like, holy shit, man. But yeah, I actually gave that hat to Keith because Keith, since I've been up here, he did so much for me, and he's probably wearing it now. I saw him wearing it the other day, and I gave that game hat to Keith. I'll get another one. I'll just buy one, but yeah, I gave it to Keith. You know. Oh man, yeah. Oh shit. It was so funny. I can't wait to watch those guys this season. It'll be cool to be sitting there. Yeah.